Hello and welcome to Skyway Photography. Larry here. Lots going on lately. I'm finally back from Ireland, a 2-week tour that turned into a 3-week tour because, well, sitting in the airport on the 23rd of last month, I apparently tested positive for COVID, so I couldn't leave the country. I got stuck in Ireland, and by stuck I mean drinking Guinness in pubs type stuck. It really wasn't that bad. I had cold symptoms, nothing really serious, but I had to wait it out until I could test negative and get a flight back. Second time around was marching band, St. Patrick's Parade, Dublin, Ireland was absolutely fantastic. Great crowd, they loved the song, the band performance was wonderful. I got a lot of photos and video from that, which is on my website. I did some 360 video. I bought a Insta360 camera and shot 2 videos from 2 different vantage points along the parade route, and it turned out really neat. I'm really impressed. So what I have out on my YouTube channel is the raw video, and it's unedited, and you can move it around and see all this funny stuff. And I kind of just stuck the pole into my jacket, this selfie stick, whatever you want to call it, and just let the camera run while I stood there and took pictures, so I could look down at myself taking pictures, and it was quite fun. We also did a stand-up performance at Kilkenny Castle, which was really fun. Kilkenny Castle was so cool to see, and we performed there along with the Fighting Illini marching band from Illinois, which was pretty cool, my home state. So that was quite entertaining. They have a wonderful band. I go look on YouTube for their Dublin, Ireland performance. It's really neat, really good stuff. We also did a parade in Selbridge, which is a suburb of Dublin. It's a small town, so it was a small town parade. They don't get that big city feel for the parade, so by having a marching band of 300 people come and march through the town was great. The people were lined up on the curbs and the kids and stuff, so very funny. It was an exhausting day, but it was a lot of fun. On our own, we went to Galway. We did the Cliffs of Moher, Kylemore Abbey, the Barrens, saw just the scenery in Ireland, just absolutely so gorgeous. Go to Ireland. If it's not on your bucket list, put it on your bucket list. The people of Ireland are so gracious. If you stand waiting for a bus and you even remotely look like you don't know where you're going, somebody will come up to you and ask you, do you need help? They're just so nice. I got schooled in many things Irish, like the difference between clovers and shamrocks, the difference between Galway and Galway. It's not Galway, it's Galway. Or as the lady said, oh no, my son, it's Galway. So it was cool. A really fun trip, really sweet people. I got some wonderful tattoos out of the deal. This is my COVID tattoo, my Ireland 2022 COVID tattoo, and the other ink I got was my Clover tattoo, which was designed by my girlfriend's middle daughter, Molly, who's a wonderful artist, and drew us all tattoos, and out of a group of 6, I think 4 of us or 5 of us got tattoos, which was really kind of cool. So there's a lot of new content out on my website as far as pictures from that goes. Other big news is that I have switched. Nikon fanboy, always have been. Couldn't wait for the Nikon Z9 anymore. I just couldn't do it. I ordered it a month after it went on sale, which was like the 23rd of October. I waited 5 months only to find out that initial orders from that day were just shipping. And I'm like, no, I don't want to wait because I've got work to do in the future, and I want a new camera to go and start doing stuff. So I decided that it was just time to make a switch. So I started looking at other cameras, and I settled in on the Canon EOS R5 and the R6. Outstanding cameras. The focusing system on these cameras is so much nicer and so much more accurate and so much better than what I was using on the Nikon Z6 II. I love my Nikon Z6 II. I love the Z-mount lenses. Everything is so sharp, but it just can't compete from a focus. I struggled doing sports events because I couldn't get it always to lock that focus in, which was very frustrating to me. So I have the R5 and the R6. I have right now the trinity of lenses, the f2.8, 70 to 200, 24 to 70, and 15 to 35, which is what I'm shooting video on as we speak here on the Canon R6. I'm actually amazed at the quality. Downside battery life. Battery life sucks, but I have the BG10 battery grip, which will get me through for sports events, and you just buy a shitload of batteries. I mean, that's all you can do. I mean, there's a lot of internet stuff and YouTube stuff about people griping about batteries, but you know, I always have a ton of I had a ton of batteries for my Nikon. So just don't get yourself cut short. If you think you're going to survive a day of heavy shooting on 2 batteries, you might not make it. So just buy extra batteries. Yeah, I know it's a bitch. I know they're expensive. They're like $90 a piece if you can even find the batteries for these Canon cameras. The older model Canon 5D type battery will work on these, but they're just not as efficient, and they won't charge in camera like the new batteries will for the I think, and then like EH that'll charge in camera for the R5 and R6. So far I'm extremely happy with the camera. This weekend I'll do my first shoot with it, which is a Rugged Maniac obstacle course event in Tampa, and we'll see how it goes. But I don't suspect I'm going to have any problems. I'm looking forward to it. The eye focus, the eye tracking is just fantastic on whether it's animals or pets. I have a bunch of dogs running around. I've taken a million pictures playing with it. It's a lot of fun. So that's kind of all I got for right now. You know, more content to come in the future, and more on my switch to Canon cameras, as well as future shoots for the band, which are kind of coming to the end. The season's kind of coming to close for the marching band. I'll give you a little bit on that. The next event coming up will be I forgot. No, the next event coming up is going to be the St. Pete Pier grand opening event coming up at the end of the month. So that's going to be kind of neat. And it's grand. It's the pier opening and Cinco de Mayo and everything kind of rolled into one. So it ought to be quite a festive and colorful weekend here at the St. Pete Pier. So more to come. I'll have pictures out there when that's done, and we'll continue to shoot races and more updates coming. And that's all I got. See ya. Bye.